cliffhanger.
Sadly, in the north of France, a couple have died. They're believed to have been a couple on holiday, and they died. Well, it is believed they died after having sex at the top of a castle, along the castle wall. You know, when you're walking around the castle, the first thing you think is, I should have sex right here, right now. And their bodies were found in a partially dry moat. I think it was like 49 feet below.
I don't want to be disrespectful because it was two guys that died, right? It's a gay couple. Maybe that's important. But why I'm mentioning it is because I feel like I actually think that one was hitting from behind, obviously.
That's not necessarily obvious.
But that's how they did it. Trust me, I was there. So he was hitting it from behind. He finished, yeah. But then he was like, "Oh, this dude might want a relationship, innit?" So he went. The guy was like, "What are we?" And he was like, and then he just went after him, innit? That's what happened, innit? That could have been a possibility, or the pushback was extreme. He might have pushed him back off, and then as he's trying to grab, he just grabbed his leg and that could have happened. If it was an orgy, it'd be like two people died, guys. Come on. Yeah, it would be more awkward if one survived though, because he's got to explain the tale. He was like, well, but he's recording it because probably telling him on because the whole thought he was behind me and I couldn't feel him anymore. I was like, are you finished? And I looked down, he was finished. But I survived. I survived. To tell the tale. As you know, they didn't actually say gay couple, did they? Which is quite cool. They just said couple, but it's still funny. It's not funny because they died, but why are you having sex? What's the place called? Fortress 4 Bum. Why are you having sex at Fortress 4 Bum? I know the sign says 4 Bum, but it's not the time. Like, if you're gonna have sex by a castle, just make sure the castle's not on some cliff. Make sure. Because why? And they took all their clothes off. Was it cold? Was it not cold? You don't need to take. Listen, you don't need to take all your clothes off for sex, especially if it's in public. Just let the thing out. Let the thing out, man. Like, why take all your clothes off? Like, I don't want to leave no mysteries. When we drop, all the clothes are off. We were having sex. Do you know what I mean? Because if you found him and the guy's penis was hanging out of his boxes or hanging out over his jeans, and the other one's jeans was pulled down a little bit, it might not be clear. That could have happened in the drop, innit? So that's why it's like, let's put our clothes here so they know.
I don't even really know. I didn't read about the story properly. I was just like, okay, people fell off the cliff having sex. Well done, innit? It must have been orgasmic, or you're really bad at sex. You know what it sounds like? What's her name? The one that invented the spray.
Michelle Chu.
Michelle Chu. This sounds like something that Michelle Chu would have got caught in the act, falling off a cliff. If you're having sex by edge, like, how do you fall off? I mean, obviously I know you fall, you keep thrusting, but like, why do you keep thrusting until the edge is invisible? Like, what were you doing? What? I don't know. I can't really care about people who literally throw their life away. It doesn't make sense to do some crazy stuff, and obviously we're trying something crazy, like maybe like one hanging off the cliff kind of, and because I can imagine how that would be exciting. But yeah, I guess when it comes to sex, I'm not that excited. Like that I could just actually die. No, not me. Not from a cliff into a dry moat. A partially dry moat. Like, what's the motive? I was not moved, innit? I'm not gonna be moved by strangers dying. No, that to me is, you know what I mean? It happens. People die all the time, every day, for multiple reasons. If you were having sex incorrectly and you fell to your death, there you go. But a funeral song though could literally be, oh man, not again. Oh man, Fell off that cliff, goes back to back.
I feel like, I don't know. They brought new meaning to Brokeback Mountain, and
No.
I'm a little worried because if you listen to the things that Koolay has been saying, this is the same way that I approached it first. I read it and I thought, oh, that's sad, and then I thought, what if they weren't having sex? There's no proof mentioned in any of the stories I found that they were having sex. In the stories it says it is assumed they were having sex. So there's no proof that they were. They're assuming this based on the fact that they were naked. But what if they were killed?
Yep.
How do we know they were a couple? Like, say if there was two homeboys, yeah, that was taking a walk, right? And, I don't know, some spiders got in their clothes, so they're like, oh, and they fell to the death. It's like, say we happen to be someplace together, and now because I died with you, I'm tied to you forever, me and you were having sex, yeah? How's that gonna look?
Like we were having sex.
And I can't say, not that I got a problem with it, but I can't say, I'm not gay. I'm dead. Like, I can't even say, we weren't having sex. We're dead. We're dead. We're naked and dead. Because some spiders fell on our clothes. Nah, that's just... I wonder, if they were having sex, I wonder if, like, one of them got to finish at least.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because imagine.
At least...
Imagine you didn't finish.
If you didn't
Then you
finish.
finished.
Was a condom found? Because they always say, man, practice safe sex, man. You're playing with your life. They do warn you. The next advert be like, look, they didn't practice safe sex. Dry malt, boy. You get dry malt. That's what the disease, isn't it? Yeah.
Dry malt is fatal.
Yeah, I got dry malt. It's like, oh, take this ointment, clear up your dry malt.
No. So, if these guys actually weren't gay and they were straight, that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for how they died. Because if you think about it, they're both stripped naked, thrown off the edge of a cliff by two girls who tried to pretend they were going to give them the have a dash. They must have set them up. They were like, yeah, like it crazy. And then they were like, just take off all your clothes and do it. And then the girls might take off their clothes and they stood them by the edge. They backed it up. And then, boop, one extra flick. Two guys off the edge of a cliff. Now everyone's calling them gay. No one's even thinking about the girls that run away with all their money.
Au revoir, boy.
Au revoir. It's a wrap. And what raps did they do in France? Baguettes.
Yeah. One day, they're gonna make a story of this. It'd be called Two Guys, One Cliff.
No. No, one day they're gonna write a story about this, but it's gonna be a cliffhanger.
You guys on cliff. Sorry.
On cliff.
I think what really happened here is they've both been listening to some music. You know how music gets you in the mood, starts making you think things that you probably shouldn't be thinking, or makes you want to do things you shouldn't do. They heard the lyrics, push harder, you're almost there now. They heard the lyrics, and when we're done, I don't want to feel my legs. And so what really it was, they were both just feeling the motivation.
Nah, you're a fool.
And this week's sacrifice, Posh Spice.
Wait, oh yeah, we're sacrificing Posh Spice for not doing the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you are, you said it.
Yeah. But also, we saw a picture of Victoria Beckham at Cilla Black's funeral. And it was obviously an all-black event.
No.
It was a black tie affair.
No. No.
And Victoria looked shockingly like Cliff Richard. Now, Cliff Richard doesn't need to look like Cliff Richard. So, Victoria... Victoria definitely doesn't need to look like Cliff Richard. But yeah, we, especially Scru and I, as the childhood, like there's video footage of Scru and I dancing to Spice Girl songs on our last day of primary school. That's how deep we are into this. And Koolay and I, we loved Mel B from way back, from the beginning.
Yo, put my name in that, man. That's
okay,
my chick too.
Koolay, Scru and I.
What up?
She was the original desire of the temple.
This is True.
We all wanted that Scary Spice. And we are all huge Spice Girls fans. And excited to hear that there's going to be a reunion tour. But then Victoria said she wasn't doing it. And my point was, so, it's Victoria. She's the irrelevant Spice.
No. Victoria is like the hidden ingredient. In the Spice Girls, in the mix of that curry, she is definitely the hidden ingredient. She was the one that no one knew she was there if she weren't there. Because no one was looking for her. Because no one ain't looking for nothing posh. Sorry, go to Notting Hill, posh area. What do we want? Dirt chicken. Sorry.
A thing where someone gives you a recipe and you put all these things, if you didn't put this one thing and this would be the same, and then you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like you read the ingredients, think, what? That's in there. That's what I ate. No, really? Are you sure? Are you sure though?
Mm-hmm. So can we go back to one thing? You said that she went to Cilla Black's funeral.
Yeah.
Do you see Stevie Wonder there? With his wife? It's a blind date. Anyway.
I knew that was coming. You're an idiot.
I find it hard to say anything bad about any Spice Girl because to me that's the royal family. That's it. That's the Prime Minister and the Queen. Everyone that's in there.
The Prime Minister is not part of the royal family.
No. I said that's the Prime Minister and the Queen. So they're royal family, they're head of state, no, not head of state, they're Prime Minister. They're us, alright? They can do no wrong. However, me personally, I believe that two can be cut. I'm being real, I love Spice Girls, like, all of them I love. I like Posh. I can't say I like Baby though. But if Baby and Posh fell off that cliff, you still got Sporty, Scary and Ginger, come on. That's Spice Girls. Come on, imagine Spice Girls without Jerry. We saw what happened. They still rolled on for a bit, but he was like...
Yes, that's it.
It's like Diet Spice Girls. It's not... No. Scary Spice out there, you don't get nipple erections in the first video. You saw that nipple erection on the green top. Come on, that got me through a lot of hard times. That it also caused. And Sporty, she's doing backflips onto tables in the first video, man. She's sporty and she's the one that can actually kind of sing. Like, she's the one that can sing. So, Posh. Baby. Cause at first I heard Baby didn't want to do it and I was like, what's Baby got going on? Like, I was like, wait a minute. I switched on radio. I was like, what's she got going on? Like, at least I can see Posh has something going on. In the fashion world, she's highly regarded. But I don't care what you do with your life after Spice Girls. If you were once a Spice Girl, you are forever a Spice Girl, and that is the height of your achievement in life. You can't be anything more. It's not like it's not like Girls Aloud. If you was in Girls Aloud, then
you can surpass Girls Aloud. You can't surpass Spice Girls.
Being in Girls Aloud is like being in EastEnders, but then being in a proper movie, like in the future.
No.
I was in Emmerdale, like Girls Aloud. But being in Spice Girls is like being Batman, I guess, or it's like you're in Spice Girls. They had their own movie, man. They're in a bus with a Union Jack on it.
Are you just about to pull out a flag? Oh.
I'm just looking at his battery.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I can't say bad things about Posh, but come on, Posh, man. We need this reunion. I don't need to see 4 or 3, even though we could do it with 3 because I need you all there on board singing Spice Up Your Life or Say You'll Be There with that bass line. And then us lot can be in the front row, dressed like the Spice Girls, doing our thing, singing every word and crying. But if you're not there, I might notice. I might actually notice because I need you all to be there. Because I'm sure there's some kids out there like, I'm Posh Spice. I never met them. Not once. I've met babies, I've met the sporties, I've met the scaries, I've met the gingers. I'm yet to hear one person go, I'm Posh Spice! When he was a kid, no one wanted to be Posh Spice. Nope. That was like, what Power Ranger wasn't popular? Was there one popular?
Billy. The Blue Ranger wasn't really popular.
Just like that. Like nobody, like, if the Turtles are on, you don't want to be April. Like, that's Posh Spice. She's April. That's
Baxter Stockman.
What's the other thing that it's just the one like it's kind of like you eat chocolate and there's the coffee one that no one wants to eat. That's Posh Spice, but it needs to be in the box, innit? Like so it needs to be in the box. Obviously. Exactly. So it needs to be there. So come come on, man, we need this reunion because these other pop people are not serious. Spice Girls level.
Just imagine when this whole thing was proposed and Victoria said that she wasn't going to do it. They were like, stop right now.
Thank you very much.
and Mel C was like, say you'll be there.
No, you're a fool. Fool this.
But seriously, Victoria, stop being an idiot. As Scru said, you cannot surpass Spice Girls. That is who you were. Even though I personally don't care if you're not there. If we're gonna have a reunion, let everybody be there. Everybody can be there. It's not one of those unfortunate situations where somebody's dead. It's just that you're being an anus. Come to the reunion. And maybe Scru will pretend to be you that day. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Push my hair out, I'm being scared.
I'm either being scary or ginger.
But seriously, stop acting like you're bigger than Spice Girls. Because really and truly, Spice Girls is your claim to fame. Since then, all you've done is marry David Beckham and have some children.
No, she's been done well, but still, you're
but what has she done? Her solo music career didn't mean anything.
No, not her music, but her fashion is what's
Her fashion is on point.
It's on point.
Yeah, but without Spice Girls, Victoria's a secret.
No.
Do you know what, yeah? Real talk. There you go. Real talk.
So like the Spice Girls, well not even the Spice Girls to me, but this moment to me where Posh is turning down the claim to her actual life. Yeah, because Spice Girls made her. David Beckham wouldn't know her. She wouldn't have any credibility in the fashion world because no one would care. Because she's like a non-entity person. Not that she's not somebody, she is, but she ain't that exciting. Like I've seen her on stage. Was there somebody on stage? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But let's just get back to the facts. It's kind of like, if anyone remembers Captain Planet, if you don't know, YouTube will get to know. But Captain Planet is the man that appeared once all the elements, including the heart, were united for a cause in the world. All these people put, their elements together and then Captain Planet arrived. If Posh is not there, then Captain Planet will not be on the stage performing with the Spice Girls as well, because she's one of them and she needs to be there. She needs to do a bit for what made her life possible. She will not even have a house, let alone there will be nothing in her fridge. Who is she? Like, can you imagine Posh Spice surviving, working a regular job?
She goes home one day, she sees someone with a bowl of food and thinks, thank God for Spice Girls, man.
You know what I mean?
Tonight.
What would you be doing? I don't know what her qualifications are and stuff, but she's stush, bruv. She'll get fired from my workplace. I'll fire her myself, and I'm not even the manager. She'll come in with that stush attitude. I'll be like, Posh, you're fired. Like, get out. Imagine Posh in Carnival, trying to juke up the thing. Posh can't juke up the thing. If Posh jukes, something will break.
They'd fall off a cliff.
So the main point is, you're denying the, appearance of Shenron. You need to be that last Dragon Ball. It's not that you're the important one. It's not that any one of them are important. It's just that all of them need to be there for Shenron to come and grant the wish. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. I mean, they will definitely have someone stand in on your behalf because you're very replaceable. But
you're very replaceable. Like, you might have 98% of the game done, but you do need those 2%.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's just... You're just not doing your bit for the team, man. And that kind of stuff, it'll come back to haunt you. You can't not appear for what created your life.
That's why she's starting to look like Cliff Richard.
Exactly, that's fate in itself. You're looking like you jumped off the Cliff Richards.
You're looking like you're putting that Christmas album out this year.
You look like that Christmas album is on its way soon. Your face is looking like it was bent by Beckham. Do you know what I mean? Be there. Make sure that your hidden spice finds itself to the top of the dish so everyone knows what your flavour is. Prove us wrong. Bring some of that fashion. What else is spice up your life? You know what I mean? It's not just everyday kids, everyday football, everyday fashion. Sometimes it's Spice Girls as well.